This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Today I am looking at Race 6, Flemington, Saturday 4 July 2026. Straight into it. Here is what the model is saying about Race 6 at Flemington in brief. Two selections on the board. Viga's Jack carries the place selection, the model's strongest read for this race. The Western Front sits in the same race multi only as the top four leg. So the short version, Viga's Jack to place, multi combining both for the value angle. Worth staying for the full breakdown though, because this race has some genuinely interesting detail behind it, and the reasoning matters more than the headline. Race 6 at Flemington, 11 runners, top 3 paying the place dividend. The model's read here is interesting straight away. The favorite is not the top selection. That is the model telling you it sees value the market has missed. This is precisely the kind of scenario where the data and the crowd disagree, and that disagreement is where the value sits. Two selections from the model for this race, a place pick, and a same race multi combining both. Remember, not every race makes the cut. The model only selects when the value is genuinely there, and today it is. On to the breakdown. Quick context before the picks, since how this works matters for understanding what follows. The model driving these selections is machine learning based, trained on Victorian racing, and it never stops updating. Every race meeting adds to what it knows. That is different from a static system built once and forgotten, and it matters because racing patterns shift over time, season to season, even track condition to track condition. The real differentiator, though, is the target. Most tipping approaches chase the winner. This model chases place finishers instead, horses landing in the top positions, paying a place dividend. Different target, different method entirely. It is processing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: pace, distance, field makeup, historical patterns, how each runner matches today's specific rivals. All at once, in combinations that are well beyond what manual analysis can realistically track. The full methodology is linked in the description if you want to go deeper. Right now though, Race 6 is the focus, and the model has a strong view worth walking through. Let us get into it. On to pick 1 for Race 6. The model's top selection here is Viga's Jack, currently third in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Viga's Jack. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Flemington or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this. The market has Viga's Jack at third in the market. The model places it first for Race 6. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Viga's Jack for the place, a top 3 finish in a 11-runner field, is what the model is backing for Race 6. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. The Western Front is pick 2, the market favorite again, but a different situation to what you sometimes see covered here. There is no vulnerability flag on the Western Front this time. The model is not predicting it gets beaten. What it is saying is more modest. The Western Front fits a top 4 finish, just not strongly enough to rate as a place finisher on the level of pick 1. That puts it firmly in the same race multi-role rather than a standalone place pick. The way to think about it Viga's Jack carries the model's strongest place finisher signal for this race. The Western Front is a real contender, the favorite for good reason, and the model agrees it belongs in the first four. For the same race multi, though, that is precisely the combination needed. Viga's Jack in top three, the Western Front in the top four. This is not the model fading the favorite. It is the model saying pick one has the stronger profile, and the favorite adds genuine value as the second leg of the multi. For race 6, the same race multi combines Viga's Jack finishing top 3 with the Western Front finishing in the top 4. Check your own wagering provider for whether this market is offered. Worth pausing on one point before moving on, these two bets are not equivalent, and they do not share the same probability of success. The standalone place selection on Viga's Jack is the model's higher confidence read, a smaller return, but a meaningfully better chance of it actually landing, and that remains the model's central view for this race. The same race multi requires both legs to come through, Viga's Jack in top 3, the Western Front in the top 4, which reduces the overall probability but increases the potential payout if it does land. Taking both is optional, not required. Viga's Jack alone carries the model's strongest signal. The multi is there for those drawn to the longer odds, higher return option. Either way, understand exactly what each bet needs before deciding. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. One video per race, all uploaded before race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important, always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning, and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for race 6 is Viga's Jack. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. That wraps up race 6 at Flemington. To recap, the model's place selection is Viga's Jack, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Viga's Jack in top 3 with the Western Front in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.